I want to talk about healing today because I've recognized that some of you watch my videos. Some people, like, they say, like, you hear, like, I'm healed, like, I'm healed, like, I'm good, I'm healed. Well, in reality, you can see all over their face that actually they're not good. Like, actually, like, everybody can tell that you're suffering, but it's like basically just deceiving yourself. Like, you've convinced yourself that you have healed, you've told yourself that, but really in actuality you are not healed. And so I want to talk about healing today. I want to talk about 3 signs that you have actually healed. Okay, healed from heartbreak, healed from trauma, healed from whatever the situation may be, but that you feel like requires healing, emotional healing in particular, mental healing. We're going to talk about it today. Okay, so number 1 is when you no longer feel as though you need an apology. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. You no longer feel as though you need an apology. And so if you're currently in a space where somebody has done something to you that has hurt you, has hurt your feelings, that's something that, in your eyes, in your mind, this was completely wrong. It shouldn't have happened. And deep down, perhaps they apologize, but you feel like, okay, no, I need more. Like, with the way they apologize, like, I didn't feel like they're actually sorry, or perhaps, it's a situation where they can't even apologize to you, or they're choosing not to apologize to you, but you feel like, oh yeah, they owe me an apology. I need to hear an apology from them. Like, they need to know that they were wrong. If any of those thoughts are currently going through your mind, I want you to know that the healing simply has not taken place yet. When you have truly healed, you are in a place where really and truly you do not need to hear from like, it does not matter if they apologize or did not apologize. In your heart, you have actually forgiven. Actually, in your heart, you're actually good. Okay, very, very, very important. This whole idea of closure, like, I feel like I learned that early 20s. Like, closure, you can give yourself closure. Like, that whole thing of like, oh yeah, I need to go to his house this one last time just to hear what he has to say. I need my closure. I need my closure. And no. Closure, you can give yourself closure. Okay, usually we just use this as an excuse to see that person one more time, have sex one more time, get back with them one more time, in this excuse of I need closure. I want to tell you right now, no closure is needed. Okay. Just know, like, if you can get your own closure. Okay. Number 2 is how you react when you're recounting that scenario, right? What is we can say, like, your emotions. What are you going through emotionally? Well, let's say if you have to tell the story again, you have to recount the situation again. What is your emotional reaction like, right? Because if you're still in tears every time you're talking about it, if it's anger bubbling up every time you're talking about it, those it's wrath, it's like just those outbursts of anger every time you think about it, every time you trying to, like, explain the story to someone else, and it's like anger just rising up within you, then that is a very clear sign that you have not healed, you have not forgiven. That is still very much bothering you. Okay. And then number 3, last but certainly not least, you have to consider think about if you are in that. So this particular incident has happened and you're like, okay, I've healed. But if you're put back in that similar situation, what is your reaction going to be like? We can now call those the triggers, right? Because you say your trigger, let's say you're becoming very angry or very emotional because it's taking you back to that first incident that happened that made you feel a certain way, right? So just imagine for yourself, if you were to put back in that exactly same situation. So for example, I don't know, it's somebody I don't know, stepping on your toes. So it's the first time, super, super angry. Then the second time, because you're forgiven, blah, blah, blah. Like, are you again, like, let's say the first time that happened, you like wanted to, like, just a dramatic example, but you want to just take out a knife and just stab that person. If it's happening again, are you having that exact same reaction? Because if that is what is happening, then clearly we have not healed. Clearly we have not grown from the situation that has happened. Right? Why? And so those, of course, this is not an exhaustive list. Could be a lot more signs that you're beginning to heal, you're healed, that sort of thing. And honestly, if you're watching this video today and you're like, oh my gosh, like, Christina, like, you're right, like, I thought I was healed, but if I was to put back in the situation, I would feel triggered again. When I talk about the story, I'm still in tears, I'm still crying. Or when I see that person, I'm still getting very angry, or it's an emotional reaction coming from me. And you're right, like, I have not healed. I want you to know that is really okay. Like, that is okay. Like, when certain situations happens, it takes time. Like, same thing with, like, a wound. Like, I've heard, like, people talk about how, let's say, somebody has, I don't know, hurt their leg, right? We expect time for that leg to heal. Like, for us, that is very normal. Like, if you have to, put I don't know, those things they call them, like, I forgot the name. Is it a casket or I forgot the name. But if you have to put that on for like, I don't know, let's say 6 weeks or whatever the time the doctor says, we in the society, we know that is normal. Like it's gonna take time to heal. We're okay with that. But for some reason, when it comes to emotional healing, when it comes to, you know, heartbreak, when it comes to grief, somehow, some way, we want the person to just be okay like overnight, or, you know, within a week or within 2 weeks, want them to be really okay. And obviously it should not be that way, right? Like your emotional trauma you've experienced, you know, mental trauma, like whatever, it's real. And if, you know, if you feel like your feelings were hurt, you have the right to feel that way. Like I want you to know that you're justified. You know, your emotions are justified, your feelings are valid, right? We're not going to invalidate your feelings today. And I want you to know that it's really okay. But at the same time though, I do want you to know that that healing journey, that is all on you. Like really and truly, like you've experienced the trauma, yes. You experienced the hurt, yes. You know, deception, maybe it was deception, it was heartbreak, you know, whatever it is. 100% we agree with you. Like we agree with you that what happened was wrong. And as I mentioned, your feelings are valid. But I also do want you to know that your healing is all on you. That is fully your responsibility. As I mentioned earlier, when it comes to this thing of like, oh yeah, I need an apology, You can give that to yourself. Even forgiving first, forgiving yourself first. And even that person, if you're like, Christine, I don't even know where to begin, you just say, I forgive them. I forgive them. I release them. Lord, I forgive them. I release them. Just stating that, and even you even mention that person's name, and you just continuously repeat to yourself, I forgive them. If you're able to even pray for them and wish them well, like literally just wish them well, okay? If you need to talk to a therapist, talk to a therapist, okay? If it's spiritual leaders in your church, whoever it is, a trusted person, a trusted authority, whoever needs to, you know, kind of like come into the situation and help you, you know, kind of like go through that hurt that you've experienced, the trauma that you've experienced, whatever it is that you made it in this time, please go ahead and get it. You know, please go ahead and get it. But I do still want you to know that that is fully your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to take that away from you. No one is going to, you know, that help you like with your like remove like whatever, if it's like anger or like only God can do that. No human being can do that, right? So it's all up to you. And then of course pray about it, ask the Holy Spirit to come in. Holy Spirit, you know, he's the spirit of love, like God himself is love, so he will help you overcome that, like whatever it is that you're going through today. Okay, I do hope that the video was a blessing to you today. I am on a 30-day YouTube challenge. I'm posting a new video every single day on YouTube, so I'm going to ask that you please subscribe to the channel and then follow through as I keep uploading videos every single day. And of course for today, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.